Greetings and salutations to another episode of the wonderment of Zentangle. And today I am going to play with Zentangles. Oh yeah, God, I'm so bright. I am so bright I could get a job as a light bulb. All right, this is what we're going to do. We're going to look at this tree. You see this tree? This tree is made out of a tangle called a cruffle. Do you see how that looks like a yin yang? Okay, within the last couple of days, I did a Zentangle that I added some of these cruffles. Although at the time I did not know they were called cruffles. I called them yin yangs because I'm a 60s girl. But anyway, so then this is what's amazing about my subscribers and those who watch my videos is because then they leave comments below below the video and they give me information that I need to know. So I looked it up and sure enough, Cruffle, there it is right there. And this is the Cruffle right here is the yin yang. That is the Cruffle. And so then I saw this picture of this tree where they used the Cruffle, and that is where we're going today. Oh, I made that tree too. That one kind of turned out kind of funny. Funny Easter bunny. Okay, now. So we're going to start on that, and I'm going to show you how I did this tree. First of all, I'm going to show you. I just broke that fingernail. Dig gummit. Where did my little lid go? Oh, there it is. I got me a little round um, water bottle lid here. And first I'm just going to show you real quickly. Darn it, I just did that fingernail and that's going to make me nuts. I don't have a file right here. Okay, make me nuts. Yeah, right, I'm already nuts. Okay, so I'll go on back of this one. And I'm going to just show you a big one, so you know what we're going to be doing. So you have a circle. Let me scoot you up. Let me scoot your chairs up just a bit. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you have a circle and you just put a lazy S down the middle of the circle. And then once you do that, now then that's a cruffle right there. You can do anything with it then. We're going to be doing like this way, see? Just echoing that one side. You don't have to, you can do both sides. And I did do both sides on the tree that I made. But on this next one, I'm not going to do both sides of the cruffle. I'm only going to do that on one side because I want to do the other side with like polka dots. Well, these are very rotten polka dots. This is sort of like, kind of looks like a night sky. But anyway, that's the way I'm going to do these on this one. But this is how, now you got to pay close attention on this one. You got to pay close attention. So scoot up, put your nose right on the screen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my pencil. Now you got to use your pencil to start this one. You got to start with pencil. And you're going to make some circles. Okay? And the reason why you have to use your pencils because you're going to erase them. And so then I'm going to overlap that circle and we'll make another circle. And then I'm going to overlap and make another circle. And I'm going to make about, let me see, how many did I do on this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I did 9 circles on that one. And all of them are overlapping. But I want my overlapping circles to end up sort of like a circle because this is the top of the tree. So when you then Let me see, I might only go with this many circles. Yeah, I might go with just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 6 circles there. Okay, do you see how they are? And you see they're overlapping. I got 6 overlapping circles. And so, but now I'm going to make a cruffle out of those circles. And I'm going to do them even overlapping. So I'm going to cruffle this one, put that lazy S in there, cruffle this one, cruffle this one, cruffle this one. I'm going all these around this way. I'm not sure that that's perfect. Cruffle this one, and then the center one. Now you see a whole lot of crazy lines in there. Yeah, this is where it gets a little confusing, but hey, if I can do it, a monkey can do it. A monkey in the zoo. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my micron pen, I'm using a number 5, and I'm going to trace around, I'm going to trace these lines, only the lines I want to keep. Okay, so first I'm going to do the center one. And I'm going to circle, trace all the way around that circle. And then also the cruffle, the lazy S. So that one there is now traced. Okay, so that's the center one. Now I want to trace this, the first one on the outside, and I'm going to be very careful to trace only what I want to keep. So I'm not going to trace anything that's underneath this one right here, the middle one. So I'm going to go like this, and I'm going to trace. And then my cruffle part, I'm only going to trace that much. Okay, now I'm going to turn this, and now I'm not going to trace over anything under. I'm not going to trace anything that's below, underneath these two. I'm just going to trace this circle all the way up to it, and then the cruffle. I might have should have put some of the cruffles this way, but I didn't. So that's okay. I'll do that on the next one. Now I'm going to do the same thing here. I got 3 of them already traced. I got 3 more to go. And I'm only going to trace up right to that last ink spot. There we go. So now I've got 4 of them traced. Now I've got number 5 here, and I'm going to be very careful as to not go underneath those last 4. And I'm going to just trace the part that's sticking out. And I got 1 more to trace. And see, there's a lot of pencil lines in there. I am not tracing them. I'm only tracing what is sticking out from underneath. There, that's it. That's what I got traced. But do you see all the pencil lines that are still there? If you didn't have them pencil lines, it would near about be impossible to do. So now I'll take my eraser, and hopefully that's good and dry, and I'm going to erase those pencil lines. And then once you erase those pencil lines, I always do mine on cardstock, because the cardstock being a heavier paper, then when you erase it, it just is so much easier to erase because your cardstock is heavy. But once you erase it, look at how that top one looks like it's right on top and the others are underneath. So you need those pencil lines to be able to know where to draw your cruffle. Okay, Cruffle, cruffle. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw, I call it a paisley print, this part of it, this part right here. I'm gonna put that on the one side. So on the one side of each one. And by using like a bottle lid or something to trace around, then you've got like perfect circles. You don't have to do that. You can make them your own, and maybe you can circle by yourself. I mean, you know, a good circle on your own. I'm just not good at that. And so I have room enough here that I'm going to just do those two. Okay, so then I'm going to go, I'm going to do this one here. I'm going to do, see, because you can do either side. So this one, I'm going to do this side. And as you can see, I don't have that whole circle. So I have to kind of imagine it being around. So I just have to imagine it. Okay, now this one too, I think I'll go from here. And I'm going to go up and just kind of imagine it, that it's all the way. And then this is the same way. Just imagine you've got the whole piece there and you're just doing the one side. And then the last one. So there I have all one side of each one of the Cruffles done in the paisley. I call that a paisley because that's what it is. And now, this is going to be a tree. So I want my trunk of my tree. I want to see. I'm going to have my, to make your trunk of your tree, just make a simple trunk. It's a simple trunk right there. Now I want to, the second half of my paisleys, I want to have them, okay. Now on that second half, you can do any of the Zentangles we've already learned. Different things you can use. But I'm just going to put little orbs in there. No, I'm not going to do orbs in there. I'm going to just dots. I just want to have it speckled. That was my first, because I'm going to be using some orbs on the outside of the tree. So I'm just going to make just speckly dots. Looks like it's got the measles. Better than having the COVID. You get over the measles. Okay. And so I'm going on each one of those other halves of the Cruffle and just giving it the measles. I mean spots, dots, spots. I don't know. There might be a difference between dots and spots. I don't know, but they're just polka dots. And I'm just filling that kind of in with those little spots, polka dots. And this one down here. And there's the beginning of my tree. Now what I want to do, now I'm going to use the little circles, and there's a name for them too, where you just pile up a bunch of little circles. There's a name for those. Tipple, maybe it's tipple, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm going to see here, you can see right here where I put some little circles right in here, just like in the little dents. I think that's tipple, not sure. Because I'm just learning right along with you. And my memory's gone kaput. So I quit worrying about my memory. I just work with what I still have, with just a little bit of memory, a small amount of memory. See there how I just filled that in with a few little circles, a little tipple. I think it is tipple. And I know somebody will let me know if I'm right or wrong, but because you guys are awesome like that, and we're learning together in this series. Oh, my little doggy's down there trying to ruffle up her blanket. Okay, now, and see what's happening here. When I put in my little tipples, the little circles, it's rounding out this tree. And that's what we would like to do, is just kind of round it out. And so it looks like the landscaper came and pruned up our tree really nicely. Yeah. There, see? Now that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Do you think? Do you think? Do you think? And so now, I'm not going to put it down here. I'm not going to put it in this one, because now for the trunk of the tree, do you see how I did this one here? There's a name for that too, Elizabeth. Good grief. You know, if I'm going to show other people how to do this, I need to know my own self what the heck I'm doing. Oh, I got so much stuff piled up here. I was busy yesterday making stuff for baby shower bingo. Baby shower things. Okay, so anyway, this is called something that I can't think of right now. But I'm just going to go little curvy lines. 1, 2, 3 right there. And then I'll put 1, 2, 3. And you can do 4 if you want to do 4. You do 5 if you want to do 5. Because there's no laws or rules. You just kind of do what your pen is in charge at this point. If your pen does something that you're not aware of, it's just life. And so we just keep making those arcs, and I'm doing all mine in 3s, but you can do them in other colors or in other numbers. It would be kind of neat if we did this whole thing in brown ink, which I do have a brown pen, but I didn't just think of that till just this very second. But see, now this is looking like a really awesome tree trunk. Really awesome tree trunk. And we just keep going until we fill up that whole area. And keep them going in different directions. And they just very well look overlapped. And that's that tree trunk. Now, let me show you this one. Okay, there. See, it also has some down here at the bottom. So maybe it's like an apple tree, and these are the apples that fell. Well, I don't know. So I'm going to just kind of make some more tipples, circles, just going out on each side of the tree trunk. Kind of looks like it's been planted there. I like this one. Well, actually, there's none that I've got my favorites that I use. And it seems like the ones that I have really decided are my favorites, I really use them a lot. So I'm a crafter, artsy crafter. And I do these all day long. I've been doing so many Zentangles all day long. Oh, look, I gave it a birdhouse hanging from the tree. Let me show you how I did that. I just made it just a little line, because it's got it, otherwise it would fall on the ground. So you have to have like a little line, which is the little rope that holds the birdhouse up. And then I just kind of made a whatever kind of roof here. Right there. And then I think I want on this one kind of a little round birdhouse. Boy, is that a weird birdhouse. And then maybe I'll make the roof shaped like this. And then I'll make a little circle in there so the birds can get in and out. And then maybe I will just put these same little matching things on the roof so it matches the tree trunk. And then maybe I'll just go like little lines down this way. Kind of makes like, looks like the birdhouse is made out of wood. And so that's what I did there. And then see, then these, I love these little things. These little thingies here, these are beautiful. And I'm trying real hard right now to pull up that word of these because I know what they are. And I can't think of it. Oh, Elizabeth. So I'm just going to put up, I'm going to color, first I do know that this is a fiscue. And this is a fiscue too. I'm still trying to think of that word. And this here, and this here. I like these too. I like these around on your image. Just anywhere. And I just like just to go crazy. You could even make just a little one growing right out of the top of the tree. Just a little one. And maybe we'll make two little ones growing on top of the tree. And then, yeah. Okay, what this, I'm going to make one of these here. Maybe the name will come when I'm doing it. Because I keep wanting to call them bumblebee flowers. But they're not. They're called something else. Where you put a little circle, a little bit, or oval, a little bit bigger, then a little bit smaller, then a little bit smaller, dot, dot, dot. Dang. I'm going to put one or two over here too. Little circle, a little bit bigger. I mean ovals. And look at this. And then we're going to do another one. These are so pretty. Okay, so there. Now, and then look here. I just love this sunflower thing. So I'm going to put one right on the side, just like I did that other one. Okay, and then the letter C, another 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 letter C. Okay, I'm going to have to just get really organized and always have my little cheat sheet right here before I get started so I can go back and remember what these are. And so then we just make, I just dropped that box. Everything just fell out of it because of my elbow. That's okay, it only went to the floor. My organization box I've been working on this morning. I'm organized on the floor now. And oh, my pen, sometimes my pen just goes in the wrong direction. And then because I call it a sunflower, it needs sunflower seeds in there. You know what? I didn't bring my colored pencils in there. They're on my trolley out in the other room. And so then I'll put a little line up here just to give them a little bit more dimension because I think it's pretty. And that's it. That's it. Oh, these need a little swirlies coming out. Just a few swirlies coming out of my flower. I am going to get a little bit better about remembering the names of each one of these things. I think I am anyway. That's my plan of action. Yeah, I can't remember. Okay, you know what then I like to do? I like to hide a little bug. A little bug. Let's just get a little bug and hide him. So look, he's not really hiding, he's climbing up the tree, but I just make that little half circle and color him in. And then I give him two little whiskers in the front and a little curly tail in the back. And that's my little bug. So there's a little bug on the tree. And this is what we call a cruffle. 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 Now see, I could what the heck did I do with that one I just drew? Oh, there it is. Now see, oh, I do have my markers in here. Well, I'll be jiggered. I'll be jiggered. I do have my markers in here. Yeah, it's right up there with the, right up there, right next to the snake. And so I'm just going to color in. I want color. I love color. So I'm just going to color in the little petals. Color in the little petals of the flower. Making my little flower orange. You can make sunflowers any color you want them to be. Sometimes I usually do orange or yellow, but sometimes I make them purple. Some days I just want it to have purple. I want it to be a purple sunflower, and it doesn't. And I can even give it a different name. I can call it my unicorn bloom or something. You know what I like to do too when I'm coloring? Like I'm just going in these with just um, my marker, and I'm just swirling circles just in a fine line marker. But and so it leaves some white showing. And then if you take a colored pencil, I do actually have a couple of colored pencils in here, and I do have an orange one. And so then you go over it with your colored pencil. It kind of gives it like a texture look, like yeah, almost like a marbled look. So like I say, if you don't color in the whole thing with the marker, and these two oranges are almost exactly alike, so you can't probably see too much. But that is just a little trickster. That's just a little trickster. And then I would want to, maybe I'll go in with green and go in, because it is a tree. And I'm going to go just on the very inside, the very center of the of the um of the cruffle, the very center of the paisley print thing. Jigga, thingamajiggy. Thingamajiggy. Yeah. I'm not a teacher, I'm just a doer, and I just do things where people can watch me. Okay. Speaking of teachers, I heard that school did already start in Indiana, that there is school going on, public school. I heard a lot of different things about it. You know, some people are not sending their kids to school, some are sending their kids to school. What color is this? It says it's dark purple, but I don't have very many pencils in here. This is all I have because that's what I was using. Okay, I'm going to use this one. And I'm just going to kind of shade my trunk of my tree. Is going to be purple. See, in nature, you probably wouldn't see a trunk of a tree being purple. But I am having a purple trunk of my tree. I'm leaving a little white showing so it kind of sparkles. Now then, boys and girls, ladies and gents, I think I won't keep you any longer. Oh, you know what I need to do though? Is I do need to like shade. I think where I would shade on this, where would I shade? I think I would go under. I think I would go and shade just right on my polka dotted side and just go around the polka dotted on the polka dotted side, because shading really does kind of make it like pop up. So I'm just going to shade this on the polka dotted side, not on the paisley side. And so wherever on the polka dotted side there, you can see that it goes underneath another cruffle or around the paisley print of the one you're on. Then, yeah, let's see, did I get them all? Oh, I gotta do, oh no, that doesn't go under, that's over, okay. And then my stump, oh, I left my stump off the other table. Elizabeth Marie. Yes, I left my stump out there. Oh no, here it is. Hmm. And I'm going to make myself some stumps. These ones are good, but I just want to make my own. And so, and then you blend it with your little stump. And blend the pencil marks, see? And it kind of just shadows them. It looks like a shadow. It looks like they're just shadows. The shadow nose. And we go like this. And then you can go, I can't stay here for, do you got all day? Do you guys got all day? You can go in here where you put your little tipple and go in between those little circles and make them black. You could even make a little circle out here in the distance, you know, that just kind of looks like it floated off into space. You know, put one there too. And so, but you can go in between each one of those with your black. And it kind of, you know, when you have that black somewhere, it kind of makes things pop. I'm almost thinking about putting black on here too, but I'm not sure I want to do that. I'm not sure if that would be too much black. Because see, I have 1, 2, 3. I did the green and then so if I green and then leave this one white, what if I do this one black? All I can do is ruin it, right? It won't ruin it though, really. Do you think it would ruin it? What do you think? I am gonna do that. I'm gonna try it and see what happens. That's all we can do, because I can make another one. This is only like the third, fourth one I've made. And so I'm gonna puddle in that last, the original S shape, you know, so there's gonna be green on the middle one, white on the second one, and the outside one will be black. Let's see how that looks. Let's see if we like it. We might like it, and then maybe we won't like it. I think so far, I think I'm happy with it, I think. And making these big enough, you could actually put in maybe little orbs or anything in these sections. Each section could be something different. But this is just the beginning one. After you make one, so make some, because I'm thinking, like, what if I went with little orbs on the second one? But I'm not going to do that right now. But I might make one that way, just for giggles. Just for popcorn and giggles. I'll do anything for popcorn and giggles. Well, almost anything. I'm not going to rob a bank for popcorn and giggles. Got Jeffrey again last night. He's still asleep. He's still sleeping. It's 1:30. Because why? Because we stayed up all night. I know, I'm not a very good babysitter. But then he's 11, so he doesn't need a babysitter. But we just hang out. We have the gift of gab. Me and my grandson, we have the gift of gab. And because we were both on the hide-a-bed, laying there and we like to do beep stories. We do beep stories. And so somebody starts a story, and it can be about anything, a bug crawling up on the wall. I don't know. And you just start making up this story, and then you say beep. Once you say beep, then the next person has to continue the story. And you can add characters or whatever, and you just talk for a while, and then you say beep, goes to the next person again. And I swear, we come up with the funniest stories. Oh my gosh. And we did one the other night, and I'm telling you, we had a real good moral of the story. The moral of the story really turned out good. I says, man, we need to write these stories down. My oldest grandson and I used to do that. He's now on the 11th, he's going to be 25 years old, my oldest grandson. But we did the very same thing, is our beep stories. And then they moved from here to New York, so I didn't have him overnight anymore because they moved to New York. And so we tried to keep it going by letter, sending a letter back and forth, but that just didn't work out for us. It's not the same as laying there in the bed and telling beep stories. But now what do you think? Now with that black and the shading, I think that is really pretty cool. So that is Cruffle. Cruffle. That's a Cruffle tree. It makes you think of chocolate. Cruffle. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta find something to read before I leave. And I'm gonna use my Someone Cares book. Nancy Morales gave me this. She left me a message the other day. I gotta get back with her. But It's a Wonderful World. That's a good one. It is a wonderful world. This world is a wonderful world. Oopsie daisies. In spite of the fact we complain and lament and view this old world with such discontent, deploring conditions and gambling because there's so much injustice and so many flaws. It's a wonderful world, and it's people like you who make it that way by the things that they do. For a warm, ready smile, or a kind, thoughtful deed, or a hand outstretched in an hour of need can change our whole outlook and make the world bright where a minute before just nothing seemed right. It's a wonderful world, and it will always be. if we keep our eyes open and focused to see the wonderful things man is capable of when he opens his heart to God and his love. That's beautiful. Thank you for this book, Nancy. It's so beautiful. I love it. Okay, and that was from Collected Poems of Helen Steiner Rice, and she is an amazing lady. Okay, so I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make, and I will see you on my next video. Will be my live stream tonight at 7:30 Eastern. Hope you're there. God bless.